Hello Gemini, thank you for joining me. Welcome back. This reading will be from the 1st to the 10th of August. We have a few planetary aspects come into play this week. As of today, the North Node is in line with Uranus, so that will push us out of our comfort zone, and Uranus will amplify it. Later on in the week, Mercury comes in, so our speech will, the way we communicate, the way we analyze things, it will be a little bit more grounded, a little bit more from the heart, because Mercury goes into Virgo. So things will be a little bit more grounded as far as the way we analyze things. Okay, they'll be a bit more heartfelt. Okay, so, and then we have the 8th of the 8th, which is the Lion's Gate, and that's a huge spiritual portal. Okay, things start to change for next year, and there's been a lead up to this. There will be a few things to push you, or a few situations to push you out of your comfort zone in the next 10 days. And then we have the full moon, and I think that's on the 13th. Anyway, let's get started. Where does Gemini find themselves? The Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups, talking from the heart. Which is what I just said. Funny that. Okay. And we have the Page of Cups upside down. So you're wanting to offer that speech to someone. You're wanting to offer that to other people with the Page of Cups. From the past. In the past, Gemini walked away from a situation. It could have been a relationship, because we have two. Look, see, we have 2 swans, 2 birds, 2 butterflies, 2 dragonflies, and 1 ladybug. So it could have been a situation where you had felt very alone, on your own, pulling away, okay, because you felt isolated in some way. And I think the truth where you found yourself is you're wanting to talk about this. What? Okay, guess that wanted to come out. In your mind, it's patience. We'll see what comes of it. We'll see how it grows. I think you're being very patient, very wise with yourself in the way you communicate. Your heart space. What's in your heart at the moment? The 4 of Swords. You've kind of pulled away a little bit from people, which is this card here. And your emotions haven't caught back up yet. I think your emotions are still, you're withholding them a little bit, because there's some healing that needs to be done with the 4 of Swords. Your transformation is the 5 of Wands. The way you do things. The 5 of Wands is competition. It's sometimes in this deck, it's kind of, what choice do I make? What decision do I do? Where do I go from here? And it's the 6 of Swords. So you need to find something that you've wished upon. See the star? And it's connected to the anchor. And move forward. Even though it's cloudy, and even though I think you're moving away from this singular thing. This being, or feeling left out, feeling left alone. Emotionally withdrawing from people. And this is where your emotions come into play, or your heart comes into play, because I think you've shut it off a little bit. And your transformation, or what made you see this point of view, is the way that things have happened with other people. And what you've had to leave behind and what you've had to walk away from. And some of it could have been you had to look above it. When I look at this card, because we have the treasure island at the bottom, right, or underneath it, I kind of see it as being not all that glitters is gold kind of aspect. These two cards together is like raw energy. Raw emotions, vulnerability. And you're walking forward with confidence as far as the Ace of Swords has gone. With emotion. You've put your head into gear, and now your heart's catching up. But you're still a bit guarded. You're still a bit wounded. Emotions, the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Healing is the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So your confidence is coming back. You're wanting to get out there more. Your confidence is there. Your charisma's back. The way you do things is within your life is coming back now. Now this week it could push you to things to places where you're not expecting to go, like push you into those uncomfortable situations, metaphorically speaking, right? Or metaphysically speaking, sorry. I forgot to tell you that Mars comes into play this week too. Mars becomes an aspect which could put that fire to fuel what you need to do, to fuel that confidence. Let's see. What direction is the rest of the week going? Okay, we have two. We have solitude and rock bottom. Now, solitude talks about pulling away from things where you need to see the light, which could be this, okay, this. And you felt that there's only one way up. So you had to change your thinking. And this week it might revisit these two aspects of the past. Because this looks uncomfortable. I'll clarify it, but it kind of looks a bit uncomfortable. Kind of looks like a lonely situation, because the transformation cards here is what brings you here. So this is how you've dealt with this situation. Let's clarify. Why is the Ace of Swords here? The Ten of Wands turned over in the deck. Too many cards. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Two, please. One. The Empress. Knowing who you are. Knowing where you want to be. Knowing how articulate you are. And there's the Ten of Swords again. Ten of Wands again. And the Page of Wands. So this is you communicating in a different direction, in a different way than you have in the past. I think there is something that has been brought to your attention that you needed to let go of, or the way you communicated. Three of Pentacles. Another, please. Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. I think you were dissatisfied with the way that you interacted with other people. There was something that happened, may have been within a friendship, that kind of left you sitting on the fence. You had everything you wanted, but you got left by yourself, and that's why you walked away. See, she doesn't look too happy. She's got everything. She's sitting in a garden, but she doesn't look too happy. And the squirrel's got a thing over its head. So it's not eating nuts anymore. It's not storing shit. It's thinking about it and releasing them. The Seven of Pentacles. And another, please. The Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So we now have, you're taking that confidence in your ideas, and you're thinking about your ideas, and you're putting them into planting seeds, making them grow. You're reaping at the moment. I really think that you have set plans in place, and now you're seeing what you have said. You're seeing what you have wanted to try, your ideas come into light. You're seeing that. The Four of Swords. I think in the next few days, this Four of Swords is going to change completely. And there's going to be more confidence within you to do things, to get things done, to finish projects. I think Mars will play a huge part in your guys' push forward, in Gemini's push forward. But try to be open-minded about what comes up this week, because there's going to be things that will push you out of your comfort zone. And it could be things that have made you feel very left out. And you could be revisiting these, as I said earlier. The Four of Swords comes with the Five of Swords. I think your emotions, Gemini people tend to hold back a lot of their emotions. They don't show them openly. And that's okay. But I think you're starting to want to show that. The Five of Swords is you're feeling defensive. And I think you're going to start coming out of that defensive emotions. The air signs are pretty detached as far as their emotions are concerned. Okay, they keep their emotions in check a lot. And this is the way your heart, because they're swords, it's the way your heart talks to your head. And I kind of feel that some communication you take to heart. And this is what has created this. I think you're quite happy to talk about the past, because this is where you've come from. And you've built yourself back up into a stable way that is, the way you articulate to people is more heartfelt. See? The Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups. It's offering that information, but it's coming from a different point of view now. It's coming from a feminine side. And you're quite happy to talk about what happened in the past now, which was this. The Five of Wands. And the Six of Swords. The reason you moved away is because somebody broke you. It was something happened that pushed you to this point. So we have the King of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, which talks about this game's been played for a long time. The way you've done things, the competition, the way you view other options. This could be options. This could be other things taking your attention away from what was necessary. And this is why the situation broke down. Hence the reason you walked away from solitude, because you felt by yourself. I think these are going to be, this might be revisited in another aspect this week for you guys. Let's see, what's the healing? Oh wow, I'll take that one too. Yep. See, this is you, new beginnings. This is you in confidence, healing from the past, healing what created this breakdown, using the mothering, the feminine aspect. So we've got a male and a female right now. So we have masculine energy and feminine energy. This is you bringing it together with confidence as well as solidity, sorry. And this is you doing it on your own, seeing what needs to be done and getting it done. I'm not talking from a relationship point of view. I'm talking from a Gemini aspect. This is you as a person. There's going to be things this week that will push you out of your comfort zone that you're going to need to see from a heartfelt point of view. It could have to do with the relationship or the way that things were interacted with other people, the way things turned out with other people for you to walk away from this. And this is you pulling your shit together right here, forming that bond, knowing that you've done the right thing, feeling good about yourself towards the end of it. Confidence in moving forward, confidence, passion, action, but it's solid action. See, we have the Queen of Wands here. This is you putting your ideas into play, and this is you seeing them. The way other people see your confidence, the way other people, this is you having a connection with other people. This is you getting recognition for your work, because you've changed your mindset. Let's get some added information for this week. Four, please. Oh, that was the Tower. Okay, sorry. Went on the floor. The Tower, standing alone, looking for guidance, institutions. This is hierarchy, legal systems, ego, corporations. So the Tower is standing alone. Here we have the Tower as well with solitude, right? We have the Albatross. Stay calm. Slow and steady. Okay, so the tracks are you prepared to go the distance? Are you prepared? Are you working on autopilot? Do you need to come off of it? This is autopilot. as far as your emotions are concerned. Because of this situation. This is a guarded attitude. But by the end of it, you're going to see it in a completely different light and you're going to communicate it. You're going to talk about it. Talk about the arguments. Talk about the fighting. Talk about what made you upset. One more. Masks off. Don't try and conceal stuff this week. Try and start again. Try and have that fresh aspect, those new thoughts, new way of communicating, new truth. Okay? I hope this helps you. We'll see you soon.